Good morning, children, and welcome back to our poem, A Tiger in the Zoo. In the previous class, we have seen the introduction of the poem, and you have been introduced to the poet, Leslie Norris. Today, we are going to the detailed, critical analysis of the poem. Let's go. Look at the first stanza. He stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. He stalks in his vivid stripes on his body. He is walking about. The few steps of his cage. But where is he walking? He is walking. He, the tiger, which is associated with the forest, the dense, thick forest, is now taking his stroll. He is stalking in his cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. The steps that he is taking are few. He is not stalking in the forest as he should be. It is only a few steps in the cage, and he is taking the steps on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. There is softness around him. The pads are velvety. It is quiet, and his rage is quiet. So take care of this word quiet, which is also repeated. This repetition of the word quiet is like a smoldering flame, a flame which is kept under cover, but the intensity of the flame, of the fire inside, is terrible. He is walking on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. The softness about him and the two words, quiet rage. They express different qualities of emotions. Quiet rage. This poetic diction is called oxymoron. It is very expressive. He is full of rage, he is angry, but his anger is smothered. It is smothered. It is not dead. The anger is not dormant. It is not dead. It is only smothered, quiet rage. Look at the repetition of the word quiet. It shows the smoldering condition of the rage in the being of the tiger. Next lines. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the waterhole where plump deer pass. He should be, but he is not. Should be suggests that he is not doing what he should be doing. He should be lurking in shadow. In its natural habitat, the tiger should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass. He should be moving gracefully through the long grass, sliding through, near the waterhole where the plump deer pass. So, once again, this is the order of nature that tigers should prey on deers. When the tiger is looking for the plump deer, he is not going against the will of nature. It is quite natural of any tiger to kill a deer and eat it. He should be doing that, but he is not doing that. He is not doing what he should be doing. Next lines. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws terrorizing the village. Once again, should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, where the jungle ends and the villages start. He should be walking around the houses, baring his fangs, his claws terrorizing the village. Means this is the fierce side of this tiger, the ferocious tiger. We can see the picture of a ferocious tiger here. He should be a ferocious creature. Fierceness is his nature, but he stopped all that. He should be doing what he should be doing, but he is not doing what he should be doing. But he is locked in a concrete cell. He is strung behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. But, the word but, very small word, but full of pathos. We are shocked at what the tiger is doing now, but he is locked in a concrete cell. This is an insult to the being of the tiger, to his strength and might. Stalking the length of his cage, he should be stalking the length of the entire jungle, of the forest. But his movement is so much minimized. He is stalking the length of his cage. Hard irony of situation. Ignoring visitors. He is indifferent to the visitors. The visitors are not afraid of him, nor is he a fearsome figure that he should be. He hears the lost voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at brilliant stars. In the forest, in the jungle, he should not be hearing any voice, but he is doing that. He hears the lost voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. There's longing to be free, longing to belong to the world outside. He is inside the cage, but he is longing to be outside, to be with the sun, to be with the stars, to be with the nature. But we can see a similarity between the tiger and the world outside. The stars are brilliant as the eyes of the tiger. So children, this is the end of the poem, and we have a feeling that the poem is a cruel joke in the life of a tiger in the zoo. It is a cruel joke, unfeeling, callous joke in the life of a tiger in the zoo. So this is a very pathetic poem. Please read it and understand it. Now, I am leaving certain things for you. You go to the technical side of the poem, find the poetic devices like rhyming words, rhyme scheme, repetition, oxymoron, irony. Underline the lines or the stanza where you find these poetic devices. And please try to write a summary of the poem. In the next class, we are going to discuss the question answers and the questions which are likely to come in your board exam. So, as of now, with my request to you, to go through the poem, understand the poem, and get your doubts cleared through WhatsApp. Let me wind up here. Thank you. God bless you.